Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, and let's just start the battles right away because it is the first week, and we don't really care about the first few weeks because the battles are always so crazy at the beginning with crazy Pokemon. But it is a triple flyer team. I just wanted to test out this new wing attack because, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, all these Pokemon are now in the top 15, right? Pelipper's ranked number 4 on PVPoke, Noctowl is ranked number 6 or 7 on PVPoke, and Gliscor is number 15. So if I'm gonna run a triple flyer team, I at least need one ground Pokemon to deal, like ground flyer, to deal with all the electric, because your back is double weak to electric. I wouldn't run this team. I just wanted to test it out. My first thoughts on this, yeah, it was very interesting. While using it, I was actually disappointed because when I saw that these Pokemon went from whatever rank they were, like Pelipper was down in like the 60 something and is now 4. So when I saw it jump from like 60 to 4, I really thought like, okay, like this thing is gonna spam these weather balls, like it's gonna come like every like 3 moves, like a body slam from Miltank or something. But it wasn't. It felt almost like the exact same 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7, 8. So like maybe instead of going 5-5, you go 5-4, so you get a little more spam. But the problem with like Pelipper is, I am spammy here, and the weather balls do hit good in like okay situations, but those are super effective. And Pelipper's, I don't have any shields. I think they throw resisted Mud Bomb if I remember. Yeah, like don't worry about the matchup, right? Pelipper is, if you've never used Pelipper before, Pelipper was always extremely spammy to start with, but extremely glassy. So basically any move you take from Pelipper, like a neutral body slam, is going to do like 60-70%. Like it's so glassy. So you're adding a bit of spam. Maybe you go 5-4 instead of 5-5. So that's the strength of Pelipper. A little bit more there, but you know, it still has its spamminess weakness. Now, it was one of the best save swaps before like Sableye and everything because of how spammy it was, right? You could get to the Hurricane decently fast and you can get to the weather balls super fast. But it just kind of like eventually once XLs came in, it got outbulked, right? You got all like first you ran into a bunch of steals, Registeel, Bastiodon, Clarence Stunfisk. And then they nerfed, oh, that's what happened. They nerfed Weather Ball. They made it more energy or less damage. I forget what it was. So you eventually had that matchup flip. The Stunfisk matchup, you used to be able to take it and then you lost it because they nerfed Weather Ball. I remember that. So that's why it dropped so much. So now with the swing attack, it's probably going to go back up. So yeah, it's worth using. I think it's still going to be an okay save swap. Just if you're going to use it on a team, build it around something tanky. Like make sure you have tanky Pokemon on the front and back because it is very glassy as a safe swap in just Pokemon in general, but spammy. Noctowl, again, was one of those Pokemon where it just bulky. It's more bulk heavy than attack heavy, right? Because so even if you do like wing attacks, sky attacks, like for the most part, they're not doing like a ton because it's definitely attack heavy Pokemon. And in fact, let me just open up PVPoke because I want to see the difference between Pelipper and Pelipper here at number 4 ranked, stats of 123 attack and 128 defense. That is quite actually 128 defense and 114 stamina. So stamina is not amazing. And then Noctowl, yeah, here you go. So 105 attack, so much worse than Pelipper. Actually, I'm going to bring it up side by side so I can see this here. So you have Noctowl with 105 attack and Pelipper with 123 attack, right? So Pelipper is more attack heavy. You see it in the wing attacks. You see it in like the weather ball spams. They do decent compared to the sky attacks. Don't do much. 128 defense versus 120 defense. So technically, Pelipper has more defense, but the defense doesn't matter. It's the stamina that matters in combination with that. And that's where you get the 114 stamina on Pelipper compared to 167 on Noctowl. So way better overall stats for the Noctowl, which is why a lot of people have realized how strong it is, just because of that stamina, how bulky it is. Now you get the wing attack that gets you to sky attack quicker. Again, not attack heavy, but you can just take, like, you'll see in these matchups, I take like an ice beam and it does like non-stab ice beam, but a non-stab ice beam only does like 50%, right? Such a strong Pokemon. So you'll see it. Like, there's a huge debate on Twitter about like the Noctowl versus Stunfisk and what are the optimal IVs for breakpoints, and it's like, honestly, just use whatever one you have. I've got like a decently ranked 0, 14, 14 that I've used. I'm not going to build breakpoints. Again, the amount of games that are going to be won and lost by breakpoints over a span of like 2,400 games that I play in the season is going to be like 2, right? It's going to be so minimal in the grand scheme of things that it's not worth getting frustrated over. So not worth. Just build up whatever one you want. I try and do like the closest to rank 1. I don't need to focus on rank 1s. Like, as you can see, like this was the only Pelipper I had when it was the best save swap. This was the only Gliscor that I had when I needed it for, I don't know, a tournament or something, right? So I built it. It doesn't matter to me that they're not the rank 1. Doesn't matter to me they don't have certain breakpoints. It's the Pokemon that wins the matchups always, as opposed to the like IVs for the most part. And then Gliscor, Wing Attack, Night Slash, Earthquake. So these are all in the Great League remix. So all the steel is banned. It's one of those Pokemon. So Flyer, Ground, super weak to ice, and water are the 2 weaknesses. But for the most part, it's just like so. It's got. Let's look at its stats here. Actually, while I'm here, stats on Gliscor are so 115 attack, 143 defense, and then 116 stamina. So not a ton of stamina, but like it has a lot of defense. Again, so you may be wondering, like, what's the difference between? I shouldn't even say, because I don't really know what the difference between defense and stamina. I think it's like it is an overall combo for their 1 IVs and 2. I think it's a combo of defense and stamina for like how much damage you can take. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So it's got decent defense, not great stamina. It's pretty spammy. Like, you get to the Night Slashes super quick. I think a lot of the simulations there are bait dependent, right? Because it does still take like 8 maybe wing attacks to get to Earthquake. It only takes like 5 to get to Night Slash. So I think a lot of the time your win condition is baiting or getting like the Night Slash boost. This matchup I just lost because I did not shade. So you saw right before this I went 5-0. Okay, who cares? This one, there's gonna be people are gonna go bird hunting, right? They're top now. People are gonna go bird hunting. This was and this is the exact problem I was talking about with your defense and stamina here. Your stamina on Pelipper. Like, I'm spamming these weather balls. It's great, but body slams and these rollouts. I mentioned in my video, how many days ago was it now? 2 days ago, about how rollout is like the worst combo of damage per energy, damage per energy and energy per second combo. Yet it's still just like dominating the Pelipper because it's just so glassy. And Noctowl, this is the problem with Noctowl. Stubble is a little tanky, but like wing attacks and a sky attack doesn't even do 50%, and I get multiple wing attack and sky attacks off her and it doesn't even take it out. So that's the only problem. I don't love using Noctowl because of that. Again, double's pretty tanky, so there's not much you can do about that, but still, you think that 2 wing attacks and sky attacks would take it out with like multiple wing attacks there too, but it does not. Anyways, so that's my first thoughts. I'm going to go back what I said yesterday in my yesterday video. Will these be around a lot more? I think Pelipper and Noctowl will be around a lot more. Will they be on every single team that you're going to see in the Great League? I don't think so. These weren't like super amazing Pokemon. And you're going to see on Monday, You're gonna see my secret weapon that I'm bringing to. I'm bringing a unique, not off the wall Pokemon, but more niche Pokemon to regionals. I just submitted my team for tomorrow, and I did some battles with it today, Thursday, when I'm filming this, and I did not lose a match with the team that I brought, and it was mainly because of this Pokemon. So I think this Pokemon is gonna have sneaky play, and I'm excited to show you that on Monday, and hopefully it does well for me on regionals. So tomorrow, you will see, I shot a video today going over how I built my regional team. My team of 6. Just submitted it today, so I go over how my first team that I had planned and how I switched it up because of the new moves to wing attack here and how I had to adjust it. So you'll see that tomorrow. Don't know. I'm excited for regionals, mostly just to like see people, right? There's like Poke Daxi, Daniel Zier is going to be there. A couple of like the big names. Some of my faction teammates are there too. So it's anything. If anything, it's just I don't really care how it goes overall. It'll be fun just like see people. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that algorithm, YouTube fun stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.